Hi Gemini, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for May. Hope you guys are all well. I will take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with every Gemini out there. Guys, take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. And as always, Gemini, please don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Gemini? Gemini. All right, Gemini, you are starting out with the Emperor. You have the Seven of Cups in the reverse, and you have the Ace of Cups. Wow. So Gemini, you're in a very high energy here. I do see you, taking charge of your life. There's some kind of an idea that you have had. It could be business related, but I definitely see that there is love here in your life. With the Seven of Cups in the reverse, there's confusion that has cleared up. You're narrowed down in your options. And with the Ace of Cups, you want some sort of, this is either new love or a new beginning, but it is that cup full of love. I do feel like you know exactly what it is that you want here. I feel like you also had options here in the past, but you look like you're in love. You're in a high energy as well. So let's see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Gemini's energy. Show me who's in Gemini's energy. Nine of Swords reversed, the Five of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, so this person's not in as good an energy as you are. I do feel like they are coming out a period where they had a lot of anxiety in their life. This anxiety has to do with the past. It has to do with some regrets. It has to do with some turbulence, with some difficulties here in the past. And I do feel like this person wants love in their life, but they may, and they're hopeful. It's not like they don't see love in their life or see the possibility, but they're so focused on the past, and this has caused a lot of anxiety for them. This person could have actually gone through some depression as well. Now, I do feel like they're either presenting that they're not concerned or worried about you or about this situation, or they're actually moving out of that energy. With the Seven of Wands, this person is rather defensive, and I do feel like this person kind of feels like they've been backed into a corner a little bit. So, whoever this is a very different energy than you. Let me see the energy between Gemini and this person. Oh, Four of Wands. This is an ex. Four of Wands in the reverse. There could be a divorce here. If you weren't married, then, there's a breakup here. There's a lack of stability between the two of you right now, though. And I feel like, Gemini, you're deciding you're going to move on with your life. You have new love in your life, it looks like. I do feel like there's a lack of stability in this connection, though. So let me see what's affecting the connection. Show me what's affecting this connection between Gemini and this person. The Two of Cups. Yeah, your soulmates. Your soulmates. And I feel like you don't see them as an option at this current time. I feel like this at one point was a very loving connection. I feel like the two of you had a very loving connection, but there's an ending that's here as well. It is a soulmate connection. I feel like the person in your energy, Gemini, is going through some periods of sadness, and I feel like you've moved forward. Let me see the outcome at the end of the week. All right, so we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed and the Empress. Guys, this is a twin flame or a deep soulmate connection. You've got the Emperor and the Empress. You got the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands being in reverse, which tells me that the two of you are not coming together at this time. I do feel that you're both in a high energy. You're both working on your own issues, but you're investing elsewhere right now. I would have to say that whoever, I would have to say that Gemini is the masculine energy, and the person over here on this side is the feminine energy. I do feel that you're both working on your own energy. You're both in a high energy, and yet there's no union here. There's no union. There's love here. There is love here, but I feel like the masculine energy had choices, and I feel like you've narrowed those choices down and you've moved into a love relationship here. You are not investing in this Empress, in this feminine energy. And I do feel like this feminine energy is very busy fighting battles of, their own. I also feel like this person is a bit defensive because of the moves that have been made, because of the fact that you're not investing. But they're still in a high energy, as are you. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles. So that door is still open. If you look at this card, that door is still open. Decisions have been made, but that door is still open. That's underlying energy. So let's clarify this. Spirit, why is the Emperor here? Queen of Swords reversed, and the Four of Cups. So the Emperor, the masculine, is ignoring the Empress and has cut that person out of their life. So yeah, there's definitely a period of separation here. This looks like, it looks like, Gemini, you're ignoring this person. You're still looking back at the past, but you're ignoring this person. You're ignoring the love. And I do have to say, I have to say whatever I see. This relationship was a gift, and it's a gift that you are not currently seeing. I feel like you've very sharply cut this person out. Queen of Swords in the reverse. You're not even open to talking to this person, working things out. There's a sense of you just moving forward. Yeah. You could be angry with this person. Why is the Seven of Cups in reverse for Gemini? Temperance. And the Death card in reverse. So your intuition, your spiritual guidance is telling you that this is not completely over. With the Death card in reverse, there's a physical ending here, but you don't feel like this is over. You're ignoring this person. I do see the ending here, and I feel like you're just refusing to even acknowledge this person for the better part. And that's stemming from anger. But you're being spiritually guided. You're being guarded as well here. But this was because again, with Temperance, we have a twin flame or a deep soulmate connection. So I do feel like you're seeking balance. You're trying to, seek spirituality as well. And something within you is telling you that this is not completely over. But I don't feel like you're expressing that or showing that. Let me see why the Ace of Cups is here. Now, you might find yourself reversed. You might find yourself on the other side. So just take it as it resonates. All right, we have the Ten of Wands reversed. And we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, you're not offering the feminine in this connection. You're not offering that person anything. You're not investing. You're not offering. In fact, you chose to walk away because when we combine the Page of Pentacles along with the Seven of Pentacles, we get the 8, right? And 8s are generally about walking away, although with Pentacles, it's not quite the same as Cups, but it's not putting in any effort. It's not trying to resolve any problems. You're avoiding problems, and there's a new relationship here that you're involved in that you're enjoying quite a bit. You're enjoying, you had your pick here. You had several different, options, and you chose an option that was going to be stress-free without problems. It could even be a connection that you don't have to either, communicate a lot, or you don't have to, really put a lot of yourself into. And if you were in a spiritual or a twin flame connection, that's not the case. There has to be a lot more giving and finding that balance, and this person will trigger you. So what you've opted for is a less stressful, more fun connection, where you don't have to really put in all that effort. So I feel like that's the route that you've gone. Now let's look at this person's energy. We know that this person is an ex because there's an ending between the two of you. So why is the Nine of Swords in the reverse? All right, we have the Eight of Coins reversed. We have the Page of Swords, and we have the Strength card. So this person in your energy, I do feel that this person is not putting effort into the connection between the two of you. There's no effort here. We know that you're not putting effort into it either. This person is actually working on themselves. I do see the sign of Leo here. We also have Taurus and Libra. Gemini is here, another Gemini. But what I'm seeing here is that this person is doing some low-key spying. They're kind of trying to figure out what's going on with you. They are keeping tabs on you. I do feel like they're putting no effort into it. They're acting completely unbothered. And for the most part, they are unbothered. But then I think they dip into some depression and some looking back at the past. I do feel this person is actively working on themselves. This is somebody who's trying to tame their own demons. They're in their own lane. Why is the Five of Cups here? Yeah, they're very focused on themselves, but they do keep an eye on you. Why is the Five of Cups here? All right, we have the Five of Wands reversed. This person's going through a lot of changes right now, and some of them can almost appear to be very negative, but they're not. It's just stirring things up. Oh, and look at that. You popped up on their side of the board. Yeah, this person knows that this is a twin flame or a spiritual connection. They're very well aware of it. But they also they took charge of their own life here. So basically what they're saying is you weren't putting the effort in, so they basically had to become their own emperor. I do feel that they are actively searching for love. They want love in their life. And I do feel that they also, want somebody that's going to come in that emperor role. Somebody who is very strong, very masculine. I do see that, this relationship between you and them ended because there was a lack of stability. I also feel like this is somebody who is trying to avoid conflict right now. They're going through some sadness. Let me see the bottom energy for this person. Could be dealing with an Aries. I feel like this person is the one who ended the connection because they took charge of their own life, and that made you angry. It made you very angry, and I feel like, they kind of bossed up and became their own emperor here. And that's why you're ignoring them. It's because you are angry. All right, so we have the Page of Wands reversed. We have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Nine of Cups. Oof. All right, so I do feel like this person's a bit defensive. I feel like, they can, I'm going to be honest, they can be a little bit immature. This is somebody who, when they don't get what they want, they can throw a temper tantrum. But I do feel like they are moving towards truth and clarity. For the most part, their energy is very high vibrational. They're carrying both the Emperor and the Empress energy. I feel like this is somebody who is actively searching for their counterpart. but they're well aware that this is a spiritual connection between the two of you. I'm also feeling like this is somebody who is very focused on what it is that they want. They're coming across as communicating extremely truthfully here. There is some immaturity at times, but I feel like that is what has caused conflict between the two of you. But I am seeing that this is somebody who, they want truth, they want clarity, and they want what they want. And that's a high vibrational connection. Let me see the energy between Gemini and this person. King of Pentacles. They're looking for their King of Pentacles. And the Two of Swords reversed. So this person in your energy, Gemini, is looking for a King of Pentacles. Even though they recognize you as the Emperor, so basically what that's saying is, I don't care if this is a soulmate connection. I don't care if this is a twin flame connection. I will take a lesser soulmate. I will take somebody else, as long as they are stable, you know, nurturing, loving, kind, offering commitment. I will take that. That's what I'm looking for, because they're saying I had to become my own emperor, because even though you were supposed to be my emperor, you chose not to be. Now, and I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. Of course, if you're on the other side, just put yourself where you belong. But you made a decision because this pissed you off. This pissed you off, right? And so you made a decision to ignore this person. You turned your back on them. You don't want to talk to them. You're angry. You don't have anything to say to them. So let me see why the Two of Cups is here. Show me why the Two of Cups is here for Gemini and this person. Five of Swords reversed. Okay, so they're focused on you here. And we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. So you love each other. There is love here. And at one point, this was a very loving relationship. But the person in your energy, Gemini, feels like they don't have any other choice but to end this, to, you know, there's a sense here that they felt like they were in competition with others and they did not want to be. So there was something within this relationship, although there was a lot of love, there's a spiritual connection for sure. There were things within this relationship that caused a lot of confusion. And I feel like at this point, this person doesn't want to deal with any more of that confusion. They're not going to be made an option. And I feel like, you know, they've made choices, and those choices were based upon feeling that they didn't have a better choice to make. Their choice was to become their own emperor and to end this connection. They are now looking for their King of Pentacles, and I feel like you're just very angry. Now, all of that being said, underneath it all, you don't feel like this is over. You don't. And I do feel like you actually would like to end this conflict between you and this person. Yeah. You're becoming more and more clear on the dynamics, the things that are taking place here. Let me look at the outcome. I feel like you don't want to fight with them either. Yeah, you definitely don't want to fight with them. And if neither of you do. And that's because you both still have feelings for each other. Let me see the outcome between Gemini and this person. In order to heal Gemini, there's a need for you to drop the ego. Yeah, let me see. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands reversed, Three of Swords reversed, and the Wheel of Fortune. So in the outcome, I'm not seeing this coming together. Not by the end of the week. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to, but I feel like by the end of the week, there's a sense here of you not investing in this connection. Some of you could be using sex, although there is love here. There are feelings, but some of you could be using sex in order to try to heal your broken heart. I feel like you're kind of delving into, you know, sexual relationships, a new relationship, take it as it resonates. You're not really offering this person anything. You're avoiding. There's a lot of avoidance that's here. You don't want to fight. You don't want to have the problem. So you've kind of taken, you know, the road that is just going to make you happy for now in order to heal this broken heart. Because this has been, when this person, you know, decided to end things, it made you very angry. And I feel like you're kind of reactionary, whichever Gemini this is, you know, going towards. And I feel like even though you don't really think everything is over, you're also not ready to move back towards this person. So you could be kind of hiding a little bit in another relationship or other situations. This person's energy, I feel like things are moving in a very positive direction for them, and it's because they're bringing truth and clarity. It is because they took charge of their own life, and they are in a very high energy. The Empress does not chase. The Empress sits back and attracts. This Empress is trying to attract a King of Pentacles. I do feel like this person is, with the Wheel of Fortune, things are moving in a very positive direction. This is somebody who is going to get what it is that they want because of the way that they're moving in the world. And they fought for that. They have literally had to fight for that. So that's what I'm seeing, guys. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles. And that does indicate to me that somebody here was left out in the cold. Somebody is feeling rejected, abandoned, but has decided to leave that door open. There's still an open door on this connection. So, all right, I'm going to pull from the oracles. We'll see if there's any further messages for Gemini. Gemini. All right, so we have the Alchemist, okay, that it says, oh, I don't break that easy, not anymore. Instead, I use things as fuel. And she's sitting in this cup of tea or coffee or whatever, but notice that she's flipping somebody off. So I guess I do see that as your energy here. Let me, I'm going to read that for you. See if we get any more insights into your situation. All right. All right, so your affirmation is, I light the spark of power and strength within my heart. So this is dealing with pain and alchemizing that into empowerment. So let's read that. It says, the hero's path, the gaining of strength, the path of empowerment. Heartbreak, challenges, trauma, being underestimated, and failure. Why should we let those things keep us down instead of seeking to use them as opportunities to overcome, to make ourselves proud, to strengthen our minds, to become a higher human and learn from them? This is the path of the hero. Instead of letting the darkness win, the hero chooses to pursue the ultimate alchemy, turning pain into power. Not everyone is capable of this level of sorcery. For some, pain is very great and penetrates the darkness to the core of their being. Only soul and stubborn persistence can undo a curse like that. But the power does indeed exist within all of us. A hero can still grieve, fall into darkness, give up, fall again, lose hope, seek help, or honor their natural emotions. The difference is they don't stay there. In that darkness, why would they? What would come out of it? What good would that do the hero or anyone else? So they keep trying, they persist, they light up the darkness within their heart again, even if little by little, bit by bit, with the magic of faith and sometimes the aid of others. They choose to fight on for the light of the world, refusing to let the dark side win and become more powerful. This is how we change the world. Healing ourselves heals others, which heals the soul of the world. At the end of the day, finding meaning in what happens and having a purpose is unbelievably empowering. This is what fuels our power. This is a love spell that we cast upon our own hearts. It is healing. There is a big difference between having self-compassion and endlessly feeling sorry for ourselves. Falling into the bottomless pit of victimhood is to become the soul that is lost in the place where no light can reach and no tree can grow. All right. I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you have resonated with this, Gemini, please hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. And until I see you in your next reading, Gemini, namaste.